What's going on, everybody? This is Brian Mazik, aka Franchise Play, and I am coming to you to talk about something that I like to call the NBA 2K18 Great VC Debate. There's a lot of talk going on about it, and as a matter of fact, I debated whether or not I was even going to address this in like a full article or a full video. I decided to do both. So I wrote this up on Forbes already, but I'm gonna go over this same article with you guys here on YouTube so that I can just get my thoughts out about this. In some circles, this is not a very popular opinion, but I would ask you this: as you're listening to this video, listen to the whole thing before you comment and say anything, because I may not be going where you think I'm going. So take in every single morsel of this, if you will, if you had the time. So let's just break it down. Should video games include microtransactions? And if so, how much is too much to charge for in-game items and upgrades? Those two questions are at the center of the Great VC, which is virtual currency, the Great VC debate. This informal discussion has been raging since NBA 2K18 was released almost a week ago. For those who don't know, virtual currency is NBA 2K's in-game money. It can be earned through the play of various modes in the game, or it can be purchased with real money. It's NBA 2K's vehicle for microtransactions, which is a concept that Take-Two didn't invent, but they're clearly one of the publishers / developers that are making a fortune on consumers' thirst to succeed as quickly as possible within the game's My Career and My Team modes. The publisher pulled in a whopping $562.7 million on microtransactions alone in its last fiscal year. So we're not talking about the sales of the game. We're talking about on just purchasing VC and microtransactions. And we're also not just talking about NBA 2K. So that's Grand Theft Auto, that's everything, correct? Now, EA and other companies boast similar or even more impressive numbers for similar products. Within the My Career mode, there are customization options like haircuts, sneakers, and clothing that can also be purchased with VC. Now, the prices can be quite high, although the cost of haircuts did recently go down. VC has been a part of the My Career upgrade structure for a few years. However, this year's Road to 99 feature seems to give gamers who spend real money a faster route to upgrades than those who are only willing or capable of grinding for their fake money. Some are outraged, but 2K isn't wrong for building this dynamic or setting the price for their products. That's where I lost a lot of you, but stick with me. I'm not a proponent of spending tons of real money to make my player better in a game. I'm all for paying for DLC that is valuable to me, but paying to reach 99 is something that I'll never do. I can't justify spending real money on fake money to improve the abilities of a fake character. I've purchased it in the past to enrich the content of a video that I'm doing on the YouTube channel, but I looked at that as an investment. I knew I'd earn the seed money back from the revenue the video generated and the subscribers that it drew, and the future views that they produced. Now, if you're not a YouTuber or some other kind of gaming related entrepreneur, you're simply spending this money for your own in-home amusement. The payback is your experience, but that just doesn't add up to me. However, I don't knock those who spend on VC or even 2K for selling it to them. It's a business, and where there's a desire, there's a profit. A product's worth is based purely on what buyers are willing to pay for it. VC isn't illegal or some fraudulent product that claims to do one thing but doesn't deliver, unless of course you had your whole entire My Career save deleted, but that's another story. For all intents and purpose, consumers know exactly what they're buying when they purchase VC, and they make the determination that it is worth their or their parents' hard-earned dollars. Some call the VC structure a cash grab. Well, of course it is, but everything is to a degree. The key is you as a consumer can choose not to participate. Are Michael Jordan and Nike wrong for selling shoes that cost up to $400 when the product costs a fraction of that to produce? Critics who feel Jordan brand sneakers are overpriced simply don't buy them. They buy some other brand that is more in their price range or that fits within the cost parameters that they deem sensible for a shoe. Even if they like Jordans, they go without them, while others without those hangups and obstacles buy every model and colorway. It's a choice. My career and NBA 2K aren't necessities. These more adamant VC haters, some of them that are getting just straight off the chain on Twitter, they should stop acting as if they're being deprived of food and water if they can't reach 80 overall without devoting insane hours to building their my player. After all, there are still ways to upgrade your player without purchasing VC, but obviously we know it would take a significant time commitment to accomplish this goal. Some of us older gamers fail to accept the fact that the gaming industry has changed. Microtransactions aren't exclusive to NBA 2K. The concept exists in many of our favorite games, and like it or not, gaming is a more expensive hobby than it used to be. Now, are you 27 years old with a family and a job and angry because you don't have the time to upgrade your my player enough to compete with an 11-year-old whose only responsibilities are homework and taking out the garbage? Bro, that's not a 2K problem, that's just life. Here's an analogy that I think fits the 2K situation perfectly. Now stick with me through this because there's a point to be made, but it might sound like I'm going off the rails a little bit. But just trust me. You and 4 friends pay $60 to get into a club. Now this club has 7 rooms, and each room has similar but different types of entertainment. One room is the most appealing and most popular amongst the majority of the club's patrons. And we're going to call that room the Boom Boom Room because I love the movie Life with Eddie Murphy. And when you arrive at the club, the manager tells you, welcome. Everyone who paid to get in will have access to all 7 rooms, but if you upgrade your pass, you can have quicker access to the Boom Boom Room, our most popular section. Now one of your friends says, how much? And the manager replies, it's unlimited, but the more you pay, the quicker you get in. Well, your least cash conscious friend says, well, I paid $200. Another pulls out $100, another $50, and then another $40. Now the manager lets your 4 friends into the Boom Boom Room quickly and in order of the highest upgrade. But you elect not to upgrade at all, and the manager politely says to you, enjoy your time in the club. The line for the Boom Boom Room should be moving along shortly. Now you didn't think paying the upgrade fee was worth it, or you weren't financially able to pay any more to gain a quicker entry. In any case, you have a choice to make. You can stand in line and wait for entry into the Boom Boom Room, or you can move to another room. If you're truly put off by the club structure, you could leave and decide you won't return until that pay for quicker entry system is removed altogether. It's a choice, and this scenario is very similar to NBA 2K. The game has a variety of modes, all of which earn VC by the way, but there's no question that my career is the most popular. If someone isn't okay with paying to put their my player on a fast track or even buying them fresh virtual threads, then they don't have to. You can be playing until you've earned enough VC through the grind. You could even choose to play another mode that isn't dependent on VC, like the awesome My GM, My League, or whatever. Now, if you're really irritated, you could choose not to buy the game at all. And if enough people feel the way that you do, then 2K will be forced to make drastic changes. However, if 2K still generates the amount of money that it desires from microtransactions, then be prepared to give up this type of gaming while everyone else plays on. What are you willing to sacrifice? Time, money, the mode, or the game on a whole? Whatever your choice, you can't hate on a company for selling a product, tangible or intangible, that consumers are forking over cash to possess. That's all I got on this subject. I appreciate you watching as always. God bless and peace.